The next thing that we need to consider is confidence. Obviously, changing career or starting a business requires trust in yourself, but it begs the question of what erodes confidence in the first place. Many people have had a lot of problems in their career journey. Being unemployed for some time or taking ages to find direction does not bode well for anyone who realizes they are not happy. Then we have to deal with the fact that changing career always involves some risk. The psychology of risk taking affects everything from investing to getting married. Let's say you're playing poker and you're required to bet 5% of all of your chips on one hand. Most of us would not be too concerned by taking that bet, even if we weren't sure we were going to win. Let's say you're playing the same hand, but this time you have to bet all of your chips. Most of us, within reason, would not take that bet unless we were sure we were going to win. From a career transition point of view, most people only explore a few alternatives, and when they discover something that they think they'll enjoy, they're essentially betting all of their professional fulfillment on one career. And that's not an easy thing to do when you have what we call imperfect information. Let's consider the same game of poker. Assuming you were somehow able or willing to cheat and knew exactly what cards the other person had, you would have no hesitation in betting all of your money because you have perfect information. You know that you will win. But if I asked you to bet the same hand blind, meaning that you had no idea what your cards were, you don't just have imperfect information, but no information at all. It does not get any riskier than that. Let's consider what perfect information means from a career exploration perspective. You start with being exposed to a new career, business idea, or experience. Naturally, you'll begin by conducting general research on the internet. If you are still interested, you should meet someone who knows the industry, can share their experience, the highs and lows, the sacrifices made, and what it takes to be successful. They would also be able to challenge your expectations and help you explore whether you are a right fit for the profession or industry. If things are still resonating, it makes sense to meet other people in that profession because they will all have different perspectives and have followed different paths into the industry. You may go to an association meeting or a networking breakfast and gain a whole range of views that will help you find your place within the profession or clarify that it's not for you. The next logical step would be to go to an industry expo or a conference so that you can learn about all the key stakeholders that influence an industry and what trends, regulations, or technology may disrupt it in the short term. If you like what you hear, it would be wise to go and get some experience by first observing the fundamental nature of the profession you are pursuing. Whether you are following a farmer on the 4 a.m. milk rounds, watching the markets open on a trading floor, or sitting in a production studio, it is absolutely critical to observe. Yet you would be surprised how many people commit to studying for a career or changing jobs without doing this. If you like what you see, then one should get actual work experience, whether it be just for a few days or a few weeks. It is only through following this process that one can have close to what we call perfect information. The reality, however, is that many people don't even come close to following this logical and incremental strategy. They rely more on theoretical assumption, which compared to direct experience always provides imperfect information. What's more, if they do follow this strategy, they tend to do it with just one alternative career, which means they are still betting all of their chips on one hand, which is a big risk. It is this lack of direct experience and exploring a limited number of careers that always erodes people's confidence and inhibits their ability to make a change. Let's see where you stand through our test.